I am often asked, should I actually be exercising with arthritis? And the answer to that question is an overwhelming yes. But there are two more questions that should follow. Why and how? And in this video, I'm going to talk about why you need to be exercising with arthritis, and I'm going to be talking on a very general level about how you should be exercising with arthritis. So welcome to SHAPEFIXER. I am Andrew. I am a recovered arthritis sufferer. I had a really bad hip. I was slated for a hip replacement. I luckily saw the right videos on YouTube and I delayed the operation, and I was able to resolve it myself with the combination of nutrition, exercise, various lifestyle changes and habits. And since making a video explaining my story, I have had such an overwhelming response that I created this channel, and now we have a really sizable community of people not only resolving arthritis but looking at weight and pre-diabetes and all sorts of other issues that we normally associate with aging but actually are not necessarily inevitable at all. So why should you exercise with arthritis? Surely you should be leaving it alone. Well, there are two reasons. One is that one of the main causes of arthritis is an imbalance in muscles around a joint from one side to the next that puts uneven forces on the joint and pulls the joint ever so slightly out of alignment, so that the articulation where the bones, where the bone is operating in a socket and rubbing on cartilage, is not aligned properly, and it creates a pressure point which leads to destruction of the cartilage or the collagen layer of the cartilage faster than your body can build it back up. And then you end up with bone on bone and mobility issues and pain issues. So you need to do very specific rehab exercises to correct that imbalance, to strengthen up the muscles that are weaker relative to the other muscles, so that your joint aligns properly and the cause of the problem is at least put on hold. It's like when you're in a hole and you don't know how to get out, stop digging. Okay, that's what you're doing here. You will need to do other things as well to be able to repair the damage that's already been done, and that is where your nutrition and your lifestyle comes in. And I'm putting a video down here that I did about diet on arthritis and what you can do and the kind of diet you can follow for 3 months to see how much progress you can actually make. But this is about the exercise. So getting the muscle balance right, it depends which joint it is. So here is a very handy, did I just handy? Okay, sorry, that was really bad. That was unintentional. Useful little tool. You can get this on Amazon. Just write in hand grip or something and you'll find a whole lot of them. And you can adjust the pressure here, and it's used to strengthen the hand grip. But now, what happens when you have arthritis in the hands, whichever joint it's in? If your arthritis is here, for example, it's because these muscles and these muscles are out of balance and one is stronger relative to the other one, and you need to do an exercise that will strengthen these muscles. Or if your arthritis is here, it's an imbalance between this muscle and this muscle. So there are different ways you can use these and different grips you can use to strengthen different muscles in your hand depending on how you hold it. And I will put a link to a really good video by Dr. Middle of El Paso Physical Manual Therapy channel, who explains exactly how to use these. I've done a video on hips because I had a hip issue with specific exercises to restore the balance of power around the muscles in your hip. And a lot of these exercises are not big weight bearing exercises, they're just movements almost. At an early stage, it's just triggering the muscle. The weak muscle might not be firing at all, so even if you just start engaging the muscle, it will wake up and start to help you and start to work. So you won't necessarily be able to you're not going to be out lifting weights, not on an arthritic joint. That's not the point. Okay, it's just to get the right muscle groups to start firing again. So that is one reason to exercise with arthritis. It's a rehabilitation program. The other reason to get more general exercise, and it's got nothing to do with the actual joint, is because getting exercise, getting your heart rate up and producing endorphins and stimulating autophagy is a great way to kickstart your healing process and clear out broken down scar tissue. So you want to be exercising. So going running when you've got arthritis in your hands is really actually going to help. Now clearly you can't go running if your arthritis is in your knee, but you can do other exercises. You can go to the gym, you can swim. So any exercise you can get that's going to raise your heart rate and get your blood circulating is going to help with the recovery and healing process. But I say again, you need to eat right. So please go and watch the video on nutrition. And then in addition to nutrition and exercise, you need to manage stress and you need to try and get better sleep. And you please don't smoke, because smoking is a repair killer. It's an immune system killer. It's a killer. It's going to kill you. That should go without saying. But exercising, yes, very, very important. Rehabilitation exercise and healing exercise. So one is to keep yourself fit and keep your blood flowing so that your repair and your healing processes go more quickly. And the other one is very specific, targeted rehabilitation exercises for the actual joint in question. Thank you for your time. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing this video, and wishing you all the best on your journey. Consider joining the membership of this channel if you want to see more content, members only content, have access to me, be able to have one-on-ones with me. Then all you need to do is join up. Thank you again.